Hello everyone. Today is April 22nd, and I wanted to give you all an update on my seedlings. More specifically, my tomato and my pepper seedlings. It's been exactly, it's been 22 days, 21 days, 3 weeks from when I seeded my tomatoes. Now, some of them started germinating after 3, 4 days. Some of them took a week, 7 days. But in any case, it's been 3 weeks. I'd say 3 weeks since seeding, 2 weeks since germination. And also my peppers. My peppers are a few weeks older, if you remember. So I want to take you in right now and give you an update on my pepper and my tomato seedlings. And yeah, so let's go. Alrighty, so here are my tomato and pepper seedlings. Now the pepper seedlings look a little sparse this year compared to last year. Last year I had a whole tray filled with peppers. I think what I might have done wrong this year, again, gardening's all trial and error. Even master gardeners have a bit of slip-ups. But anyway, I think what I might have did is after I seeded them, I soaked the soil. I filled up a 10-20 flat like this, let the water soak to the top, and then I put a dome on it. So what I'm thinking happened is that with the dome and all the moisture, some of the seeds may have rotted. Now, I was saying that I did use a lot of saved seeds, some from myself, some from other people. I kind of still think my original thought is more correct, because as you see, the ones that are in the middle are growing pretty well, nice and full. And because the reason why I think that is because the middle of the trays sit lower. It sits more like a dished effect because there's nothing supporting that. My trays, my little cups, they don't touch the bottom of the flat, so it creates a dish effect. So when you have your bottom heat on it, naturally the ones in the middle will dry out faster. Anyway, they are looking pretty good. I have most of the ones in here are actually my bell peppers. I have a couple. That one up there is a ghost pepper. I'm excited to keep that one going. But in any case, regardless of how many germinated, they all have a great, beautiful green, dark green color. I'm not sure if the light does it justice here, but none of them are starting to yellow or anything. These will be transplanted very soon. More so than not, I'll transplant the larger ones and let some of the smaller ones keep going to see if they'll put on any more growth. Now, switching over here are my tomatoes. This just looks like a mess because it is. I didn't thin any of these out. Again, these are 3 weeks growth, 2 weeks growth or so, but I have some tomatoes here. Like, look at that one down there, if you can see that okay. Like, these are some nice tomatoes. Now, you can see the different type of leaves. You have the straight leaf, you have a potato leaf, you have some that are lighter in color, some that are darker. And that has nothing to do with where they are in the tray. That has to do with the variety. This band, I have a feeling, are all the same variety, which they are. There are these two red ones. I'd have to look at my notes, but these are guaranteed. These are all the same variety. Same with over here. This group are real light green. These are probably the same variety. And but in any case, I had quite successful germination. Again, a couple along the edges here didn't germinate. For instance, here I have nine cells of pink. I'm not sure what pink is off the top of my head, but they didn't really do well at all. Then you go right next door here, and you got the green ones, and look how big they are. Look how big that is. This is my hand. I mean, you're talking a 3.5-inch seedling that I have going here. Look at the size of that, and that's perfect. Nice stocky stem. It can't really get any lower than that. When I transplant these into larger containers, I'll bury it as far as I can up this stem. So I could probably get a good 2.5 inches or so of soil or of stem buried in the soil to give it that much more of a root structure to go before transplanting in the greenhouse and in the garden. So basically, my tomatoes I'm quite happy with as far as germination and overall growth. Again, the biggest thing I noticed is how fast these grew in the first 10 days after germinating. They haven't grown all that much more this week because they're definitely getting ready to be out of these trays. See if I can pick this up to show you some of the roots. As you can see, some of them are slightly starting to poke through, which is a good thing. Now we check the pepper roots. I haven't checked these ever yet, so let's see what they look like. Peppers, same thing. They're not poking through that well. However, you have some nice top growth, and I guarantee you if I dig these out, there's plenty of roots on them to transplant. I will be showing a video how I do my transplanting in a little bit. But for now, this is the update on the peppers and the tomatoes. Thanks for watching.